This is Tania. This is Tania from the same online flower retailer. Again, obviously doing pretty well. We must have to have 3 people on the course. How many people work in the business?
There's about 40 employees in the whole business.
40?
Yeah.
Right.
That goes up at peak periods, at Christmas, Valentine's and Mother's Day, to about maybe 80.
There's a core of, and how many of those are kind of technical and web, like you guys?
In the commercial team, there's 5 of us, predominantly.
Right.
There's Chris, Barry and Ingmar that work on the website predominantly, myself and Alex that do a lot of the offline marketing.
Right, okay. So do you have different focuses, like some people are into customer retention, others are...
Yeah, well, the business is broken up into corporate side, business to consumer on the website,
yeah,
and then business to consumer, which is our direct customers, which predominantly phone in their orders,
right,
or place their orders by post,
yeah,
which is about 25% of the business, and that's what I look after, which is predominantly marketed through direct marketing.
right.
So that's mainly one of the reasons I've come on this course, to learn more about the online side of marketing,
Right,
which
okay.
I had very little background knowledge of before.
Okay, fantastic. So what were your leaders in then? What was your thinking at the start of the course, and what were your kind of main objectives? I wanted to learn X, Y and Z.
Yeah, well, I do write a lot of copy for the website, but I didn't really have much knowledge about organic SEO. I know that we do a lot of our marketing through pay-per-click, but I didn't really have much of an understanding of pay-per-click, how it works, Google AdWords. So, for example, if we were having team meetings, a lot of the jargon would sometimes go a bit over my head. So
Yeah.
I didn't really feel like I could contribute well enough and bring up ideas confidently.
Yeah.
So that was a big thing for me coming on this course. And yeah, I write a lot of the content. So I wanted to make sure that I could write that in a way that would help the customer through their journey when buying on our website, as opposed to just being factual, but being a bit more persuasive and help them with their purchasing decisions.
Right. Okay, so we're focusing yours kind of mainly on the sort of the content side of it, and it's quite interesting. It's it's a website that is absolutely littered with calls to action. And, most small business websites, you can barely find a single call to action, a single ask for the sale, and yours is pretty much that's the kind of the whole focus of most of the space, isn't it? But when you wrote content, what sort of content were you writing before, and where would it appear? Because you're mainly it's mainly visual, isn't it? What you
yeah, the homepage is particularly mainly visual. Content I write is more product descriptions.
Yeah.
I've written things about. We have a Posy Points reward scheme for our customers, so I've written pages about that and how it works.
Right.
We've got an ethics page about our flowers and where they come from, and I write copy for that. So that's mainly the
copy for the direct marketing type of stuff as well.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I do a lot of the direct marketing copy offline.
Right.
I don't write. I'm not involved with the email side of things. Our web team look after that, but offline I do write a lot of direct marketing copy.
Right. Okay. So when we did the content writing bit, I'm talking about the written content stuff. What was your feeling on this kind of eye tracker and Veloso and areas like that, when we were talking about this idea of the need for body copy and the need for a headline and a subhead and a body copy?
Well, one of the first things in the early days of this course that came through when the group was looking at our website as a whole was that when they came onto the website, some people felt a bit confused almost and didn't really know where to start, and didn't really feel completely reassured about where they were. So when we started to look into that a bit more, we realised that we didn't actually have a headline on our website. We have copy that says "Welcome to Bunches," which is the main body copy here, but most people picked out the headline as "Free milk chocolates with all orders," which
as the first starting point.
Yeah, as a starting point, is that drew their attention, which is a good thing because it's something that customers get free, and it might help them in their purchasing decision with us. But it wasn't really didn't really explain to people exactly where they are, what page they've landed on. So that's the first thing that we noticed, and that one of the things that we want to try and implement is a headline that would have our keywords in there, and also to help people and reassure them that they're at the right place when they land on our homepage. So then the next thing we realised was that when people go to click somewhere on the homepage, they would generally click straight through to a product. But most people will be buying our flowers for a gift, and there are many different occasions that you would want to buy flowers for. And if they go straight into a product page first, they still might not be any clearer as to why they would want to buy that product for that particular
versus
occasion.
Another one, yeah. So they could kind of churn through a lot of the site, not quite knowing what decisions to make. Kind of thing.
So we have on the right hand side an area that's we have a product search, but also a browse by either occasion, browse by price, or browse by flower section. So when you click on one of those, it brings you up with a list. So if you clicked browse by occasion and then chose anniversary, it then bring you up with a list of matches of flowers that we would suggest for you to buy for an anniversary. But what's missing is an opportunity there to include persuasive and emotive content. It just literally brings you up a list of flowers, so we could choose to include a copy at the start of each of the sections. Or for example, if you chose browse by flower and you chose a freesia, we could include a lot of copy about the flower freesias and what they represent, which is about friendship, and it's very emotive, and the language of flowers can really trigger memories for people, and it'd be a really good thing to incorporate. So we realised that's a really big missed opportunity, and that's something that we're working on back at the office.
Yeah, so that could work with very old people. You know, that smell could trigger them. You know.
Exactly. Yeah.
Excellent.
We're famed for our carnations, and when you go to the carnation page, there's nothing about the quality of them, which is a really big value of ours. The quality of our flowers. So.
Oh, they're great. I've got some in my house. I think they're still. I don't know. I think they're sprayed
with
with some
chemical. Those ones that I gave you 8 weeks ago, they're still lasting.
It's something like that. Yeah.
Those
They must be plastic or something.
No.
Injected with formaldehyde.